I got a quick one for you, Donna. That isn't timeout related, but you played it anyway, and so we're just going to roll with it. We had an email from our buddy Britt, who was convinced that our show, the Donna and Steve show, was gone for good. She said, well, good day, Donna and Steve. I cannot tell you how relieved I am to hear both of your voices on the air this morning. I was honestly expecting to hear two fill-ins today because I thought you two had a falling out.
Why?
Let me explain. Britt says, so I was going to Spotify yesterday to catch up on the Donna and Steve Friday episode, yet your show was nowhere to be found.
Huh.
Your show pops up automatically on my main page since I listen to your podcast weekly. You're welcome. And I didn't see it on my main page. So I thought, well, maybe I've listened to other things lately and your show fell off my main page. But then when I went to search your show on Spotify, nothing came up. And I was perplexed because then I searched My Talk 1071 and the other three shows, including Blinded by the Item, popped up, but not your show.
Huh.
I immediately fell to my knees. Yes, I am dramatic like Steve, and was like, what happened to them? I honestly thought there was something horribly wrong that happened between the two of you that was so bad that they had to remove your show's podcast from all platforms. Happy to hear that you both are fine, that a falling out never happened, unless you pre-recorded today's episode, and that the foreseeable future, you are still going to be making daily shows together. So all that to say, what's up with your podcast being gone from Spotify?
No idea.
I don't know. We'll have Ross, the podcast boss, look into it. He doesn't care about us.
He doesn't. You're right. Okay,
anyway,
sorry about that. Yeah, we don't listen. Linda. There's no fighting.
I like that she thought it was such a big falling out that they were like, we need to scrub all record that there ever was a show. Not like, let's not have them do a show today, but like, get it all, it's gone.
Oh, I love it. All right. Did you happen to catch SNL this weekend?
I did.
Did you watch the whole thing?
I watched a lot of it with John Hamm. A lot of it.
Okay. Was it good?
It was solid. You know.
Okay. Well, there was I'm sure you saw the White Lotus sketch.
Yes.
Which looked kind of clever to me, what I did see.
They called it the White POTUS.
Very clever.
Had a political spin on it, yeah.
Right? Then they had the person who plays Trump, who's excellent.
So good.
Do his thing. John Hamm was playing another character from the show. Well, White Lotus star Amy Lou Wood is slamming SNL for mocking her in a mean and unfunny skit. So Sarah Sherman plays her character, Chelsea, from White Lotus. And I guess, correct me if I'm wrong, most of the skit was like all political figures except for Chelsea.
Yes. And then the crux of the gag was that she had bad teeth in.
Right.
And this actress has already been saying, like, okay, like maybe we can it doesn't have to be about my teeth. Maybe like these are just my teeth. And so she was like, I just thought that was kind of mean. I thought it was kind of mean and unfunny.
You know, it's funny because a few years ago, I had a couple of friends, we were watching SNL together, and she was like, when did this show get so mean? And I was like, oh, interesting that you think it's mean. Because I wasn't seeing it as someone on the receiving end of the fun being poked at me.
Yeah, right.
So this young lady, Amy Lou Wood, is 31 years old. She went on to Instagram to talk about her frustration, and she was like, you know what? At least get the accent right. I even if you're being mean, I could respect, accuracy. But apparently she was just like, oh, okay, like this is rude.
I get where she's coming from. She is not the first to do this. Like, for instance, Prince, now King Charles, anytime he's been imitated, it's been with huge Dumbo ears on the side of his head. People do
exaggerate, caricatures.
Yeah. So they do this. But I also think she's totally legit for having a beef. And like, okay, just because you do it or have done it before doesn't mean that I have to sit idly by and laugh it off. If I want to take issue with it, I can take issue with it. So she took issue with it.
She took issue with it. She said that SNL did reach out with an apology. She didn't say who made the apology, but I thought that was interesting. Also, she said she had watched the show the week before and she really enjoyed it. But this one, I guess, just hit. I guess it's getting old.
I think it's totally legit for her to have that beef.
And also, side note, she and that Walton Goggins character who were in a relationship on White Lotus, there's all this speculation about the two of them because they were oohing and awing about each other and in the beginning, and now they don't even follow one another on Instagram. And then I saw these two women, I guess they do a podcast. I would credit them if I could remember who it was. I'm sorry. But they were like whispering and saying, we think that maybe the two of them had an affair.
Oh, jeez.
And now they don't follow each other. And she's single, he's married, and he's constantly talking about his wife now.
Oh, jeez.
So they're speculating, which is also kind of an icky thing to do.
Now something unrelated.
Okay.
There was a guy who did something with the lottery that I've always thought if I had enough money, I would try to do it. A professional gambler named Zeljko Ranogajek.
I love his work.
Who is now being referred to as the Joker because he earned that moniker by doing what I always thought could be done if you did it the right way. He reached out to a bunch of rich people and bought 26 million lottery tickets at $1 a piece to cover 99.3% of possible number combinations, which all but guaranteed them a $95 million jackpot. Well, guess what? They won.
That's amazing.
And after the expenses, they had $57.8 million to show for it. But now there's another lottery player who is filing a lawsuit claiming that his $7.5 million winning ticket that happened later was diminished due to the group winning their big prize with fraudulent tactics. But I think technically I've always thought this with Powerball. How many combinations? If we bought all of them, wouldn't we guarantee a win? Anyway, somebody finally did it.